Hi, welcome to a Simplified and Fabulous Mom Life podcast. I'm Jennifer McDaniel, pro organizer, capsule wardrobe stylist, and functional home designer. As a mom of four, I realize how quickly things get out of control and how important it is to prioritize how your home functions and how it makes you feel. So if you're ready to find solutions to the stressors in your home and make room for the things that are really important, listen in and let's get started. Hey mamas, coming at you live from the car right now. Again, because that seems to be the only time I have a moment or two without any kids in the car with me or fussing at me. Because mom life, it's busy, it's crazy, and here we are heading into the holidays. And I was talking with some of my friends, other moms, and realized that with all the holidays coming up, one of the most stressful things when we're trying to get something done, and we have a timeline, and we have a time frame to get some done, and our toddler is just holding onto our legs, whining and fussing, or laying in the middle of the floor while we're prepping dinner, just having a little fussy tantrum. And that is so stressful and so frustrating. And I wanted to share with you my trick for that. My mom taught this to me. My mom had 7 kids. She babysat all the time. There were many, many days with 15 plus kids at the house. So she knows a few things. But this one is called the Cranky chair. So when you're a toddler, I use this for mine all the time, and it helps so much. If you're consistent literally for a week, just be consistent with it. 1 week. Sometimes, actually, with when we moved and I started using it for my 2-year-old, when we hadn't used it for quite some time, probably 6 months or more, we moved and there were some cranky moments, and I started using it with her, and it was like 2 days and she was on it. Like 3 times of using it, and she understood. So it kicks in fast for them. But what happens is when they are having a moment where they are just unhappy, just cranky, they don't really want to use their words, and they're just whining and fussing, take them to the Cranky chair. You can either hold their hand and let them walk, or pick them up and place them on it. I prefer a chair that has some arms. A couch tends to be too big, but it needs to be a safe chair that they can kind of wobble around on and fuss. They can get up. It's not like a timeout. They can get up whenever they want, but you pick them up when they're having that tantrum. You pick them up and you put them on the Cranky chair, and you tell them you can get up when you're happy. If they get up when they're still cranky, you just put them right back on there and remind them you can get up when you're happy. And what my daughter used to do, it was the funniest thing. So when I started using it with her, she would be like tears streaming down her face, like so upset. And she would force this smile. I'm happy, mommy, I'm happy. And she would be like crying, but she would have this big, gigantic grin on her face. And it was the cutest, most pitiful and adorable thing at the same time. And she would come walking to me to show me that she was happy. Tears still just pouring. But she wasn't whining anymore, so she could get up. And that's the whole point. Some kids can speak more clearly, but a whining is whining, and it's a choice. And they can choose to talk nicely, or they can choose to be whiny. And if they're going to be whiny, they need to sit in the Cranky chair. So that was so helpful for me. I hope it helps some of you mamas as you're getting ready for the holidays. And anyways, I hope that this is helpful for you. I hope that you find this useful. If you do use the Cranky chair, please share a picture. It is so much fun seeing the little kids in the Cranky chair and all of that. And I'll try and share some pictures of my daughter in her Cranky chair with the big cheesy grin. I think I might have some on my phone. I'll check and see. She's 4. We haven't used it in a while, but it was so helpful in that 3 and under stage. So helpful. Anyways, what you do is you just take them to the chair every time they're whiny and just tell them. And sometimes with my daughter, I would just say,
You need to go to the cranky chair until you can be happy. And she would just walk herself right over to the cranky chair, climb up on the chair, fuss for like less than 10 seconds, get down and be happy. Each kid is different. Some kids want to sit there and wail and cry for an hour because they're looking for attention or whatever. But we don't speak to them in the cranky chair. We don't look at them. They're over off to the side. No one's paying attention to them. But we can make sure that they are safe. So I keep it somewhat in view, but not where I'm directly facing them at all. Anyways, I hope this helps you. I hope that you all have a wonderful, happy holiday season and lots less tantrums with this. Anyways, y'all have a great day. God bless.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Simplified and Fabulous Mom Life podcast. We would love to hear from you. Our podcast hotline for US is 980-389-0399. You can share your tips and tricks, topic suggestions, ask questions, and let me know if we should answer any of these on the air. For other ways to connect, you can reach us at jmorganizingspaces.com.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Did I say it right?